Go. Yeah, we're live. Hey there, precious meddlers. Welcome to Saturday Morning Showdown, the show where you never know what's going to happen or who's going to roll in. And such is the case today. I do know this. I've got Vegas Stacker here on the panel with me. He's right down there. I'm not giving him a thumbs down. He's just right down there. And we were waiting for Blue Collar, but we figured we better start the show because he's taking a few extra minutes. But hopefully he'll roll in. And I think we have another guest. Possibly, I sent him a link and he wanted to be here, so we'll see if he kind of monkeys his way in. So, how you doing this morning, Vegas? Good to see you, man. And hello, chat,
I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I guess you could
dude.
say, maybe.
That's what I want to hear.
As bright-eyed as I can be. Looks like we got a good crowd in here this morning already. Everybody tuned into LBS's channel. I hope everybody gives them a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I hope you subscribe. What are you sitting at? 391 subscribers now? Getting there again, man. You're slowly growing once again, which is good to see.
Is your mirror right, or your camera is it facing correctly? I gotta hold on.
Yeah. Do you want to call out the chat? You want me to call out the chat? What you want to do?
Oh, let's see. I think I can do it from here. Where is the chat? Where are you
These are
guys?
all my Morgans and Peace dollars that I bought from Blue Collar, pretty much, I think.
Oh, right on, right on. Okay, I'm going to start at the bottom and then go back. We've got Cartier Silver in the house. We've got Littlefoot. Oh, heck yeah, Littlefoot's here. And I don't know if you guys know about Littlefoot, brand new channel. Let me change this a little bit here, put both of us up. I think I can split us. Does that split us? Oh, it's like three-way. Oh, how do I get rid of? Yeah, Littlefoot is a brand new channel. Something like that. Anyways, yeah, check him out. Littlefoot is awesome. I've been watching his videos and commenting. He's been commenting back, and I even invited him to the show. So, and he said he'd like to right now at this time. I think he's brand new and maybe he's not quite ready. But I told him invitation is always open, man. Anytime you want to come on, Littlefoot. Thanks for being here this morning. You rock, bro. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let me get back to those comments here. We've got Cartier Silver, Littlefoot. Woodsy. Hello, Woodsy. I've seen you before, Woodsy. Let me see if I can drop some of these up here on the screen for you guys. We've got Crafty Stacker. Heck yeah. Good to see you, Crafty. Right on, right on. Transient Stacker. He's somewhere in the US, I'll bet. uh, who else is here? Littlefoot. Uh, oh, now I'm messing up. I got my gloves on, so I'm kind of screwing this up. Lucky Star. Hello, Lucky Star. Wow, it's been, oh, whoa, long time since I've seen Lucky Star. Saying hello to Zoltan. That means Zoltan's in the house. Good morning, Zoltan. Good to see you. Let me see if I can scroll down. Oh, there's Zoltan. Yep, he's saying good morning to Lucky Star. A lot of how many people are here? Do you know, Nick?
Looks like 10. So, well, it says 10, but there's always more, there's always less.
Did I call everyone out or did I miss somebody?
Looks like we got Sorcerer Stan, Zoltan, Cartier Silver, Littlefoot, Transient Stacker. He says he's in Riverside, California. Vegas Stacker, he's in there dropping links. Nice guy, that guy is. Did I say
He's all
Lucky
right.
Star
He's
already?
okay.
We got Woodsy. Woodsy saying what's up to Cartier. Sorcerer Stan, Littlefoot, Cartier, Woodsy, Lucky Star, Cartier, Littlefoot. Christopher Virginia. He said he's driving again today, but he'll be listening in. Thanks, Christopher in Virginia, is always supporting the channel. The one and only the Crafty Stacker. He's in there as well. Let me see if I missed you. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker. They're here towards the beginning, along with Silver Sleuth, Zoltan. Blue Collar Stacker said he's up, talking about Liberty Silver, the humble stacker. Um, and I think that's about it.
Well, you missed
Miss
one
you.
of them.
Sorry if I missed you. Then drop a comment in the chat, and I'll shout you out.
You missed that
What's
dude. No, that dude. Wait.
Vegas Stacker? Oh, Blue Collar Stacker. Looks like he decided to pop in here. He said he's gonna be in and out this morning. He's doing the family thing this week. Whoa, we get to see the glove compartment. That was a nice shot.
Let's see.
I'm guessing he has Average Jane driving.
I thought I pushed his button, but it didn't go. Anyways, there he is. He's fine. Okay. And I pushed your button like 8 times, dude. I don't know what's going on. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah,
How
I
you
don't know.
doing, blue collar?
Yeah, good. How you guys doing, man? I got my camera on. I'm going to shut it off actually because of obvious reasons. We're driving in the car. We're actually heading over to St. Augustine. We just left my daughter at her apartment in Gainesville, and we loaded up a bunch of crap, a bunch of like little furniture stuff and TV and what have not, a desk. And now we're heading over to St. Augustine for visiting some friends of my mother-in-law. And Jane and I are going to hit a coin shop or 3 or 4 in St. Augustine, and then we're going to head down the coast and go home. We should be home like around maybe 6 o'clock tonight. So yeah,
Right on,
Sounds like
right
a very
on.
nice,
interesting.
eventful day.
Yeah, good times, man. We saw 2 graduation ceremonies yesterday, which was great. We had one in the basketball arena where this year the team won the national championship, so that was cool. We got to check out the basketball arena, and then the nighttime graduation was in the football arena, the swamp they call it.
Well,
I sent you guys some pictures and videos. It was pretty cool.
yeah. Thanks for sending the pictures and congratulations, man. Yeah, you guys had a big week, man. Heck yeah. Right on.
Yeah, it was great. She got her master's, and that's it, man. She's out of here. She's out of Gainesville. She's going to be moving back in with us for a couple of months. And she took a job down in West Palm Beach.
Cool. Right on. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So big
Congratulations
life
on getting her
changes for
through
her.
the first step.
Right on. Well, you've been kind of like missing in action a tiny bit,
Yeah, it's the last couple of weeks have been a little rough.
but you're still picking up stuff left and right.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Oh, you got. She looks like she's crying, doesn't she? There's a scratch on her face,
Yeah, she's
and
crying,
it looks like
and
it looks
those
like
are
a
those are
tear.
tears of blood. Of course, she's crying, man. Look at the condition of our country. She's crying all day
Yeah,
long.
that's cool.
We're all crying.
And
Nice.
so, listen, if it gets too noisy, because we're driving, if it gets a little too noisy, let me know, and I'll just mute out.
All right,
Looks
cool.
like we got a Dub C rolled in, and so did Big Poppy. They rolled
I
in.
could
What's up,
barely
Dub?
hear
What's
Nick.
up, Big Poppy?
Yeah, I've got his mic cranked all the way. This is the first time I've tried this, and I was gonna ask the I forgot, but I did it early in the show, and I have Nick cranked all the way, and I turned mine all the way down to half because I've noticed when I rewatch these that the volume. I'm very hot. I talk loud, and Nick talks very quietly. So come on, Nick, pick it up. I've adjusted all I can for you, bro.
I got my mic as close to my mouth as I can. I don't know what this restream. This restream does that.
All right, now you're back. Now, right when you said does that, it came back a little bit. Can you?
Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yes, that's much better.
Yeah,
That's my
you got to
freaking
get
lip.
right up on that microphone, dude. Come on,
Yeah, man. Like,
get that thing in your face like a big phallus.
show it some
Is it not
love.
too?
Tease
It's
it a
not that
little.
quiet. I swear it's not that quiet when we do the other one.
I don't know, man. All right. Well, let's do it anyways.
Can
Hey,
check the mic.
what is that thing streaming across the bottom?
Oh, is
Oh
it still?
yeah, we got. It was like a Chiron or something that was rolling across the bottom.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get that back. I'm still learning how to manipulate all these controls here.
There you go.
There you go. Here,
I think with
you see it now?
StreamYard, my mic seems to pick up better. I don't know about this restream.
I don't know about you.
No one knows about me.
Yeah, that's true.
Dang.
But that's the way you like it,
clip this
right?
to my here. What'd you say? Ah,
I said that's the way you like it. You want to stay incognito.
that's right. I tried to click my microphone to my nose, but it's too much pressure. That shit hurt.
Okay, I've got to ask the chat. I have to ask the chat. I mean, this is a thing between me and Nick. There's always something between me and Nick. Dear God. Anyways, so over there, that Vegas Cabal logo that Blue Collar Stacker created, with a little help from his friends. computer generated friends. But he made that, and it's awesome. We love it. Right when he did it, we're like, fuck, that's it. That's the shit. That's the shit. And it has what Nick lovingly refers to as black soulless eyes. And I gotta agree, it has black soulless eyes. Okay, and he thinks that's the way to go. That's the way to go. But I think the way I manipulated it, with of course a little help from my CG friends as well. Oops, how come it's not there? Oh wait, okay, let's make this. All right, hold on. I'm blowing it. Okay.
You blow it.
I'm blowing it, please. You're blowing it. Now I can't even get. How do I make the screen small? Okay. Dang. I gotta manipulate this a little bit. Oh, we got a fourth person in here. You know what that means, guys? Dang.
What do we got? A guest?
Yeah.
Liberty figures all that out. I want to say thank you to everybody for subbing to Littlefoot. We got him from 87 subscribers to 91.
Oh, who's that?
92.
Littlefoot.
I wasn't subscribed.
All right, I gotta take this glove off. This is driving me freaking nuts, guys. Hold on.
93. We're going to 93 now. All right.
All right, this is driving me nuts. I gotta fix this. So if we go like that, and then I go like that, and make that one big, maximize. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so would you guys think it's better with the coins in the eyes? And y'all know what that means, right? Put it in the chat if you know what coins in the eye sockets mean, silver coins especially. But so which is better, chat? Please, put either coins or no coins, because I think Nick doesn't know what he's talking about, and the coins are the way to go. But that's just me butting heads with Nick. But I definitely want to hear what you guys think, man.
Well, we all know I don't matter.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't matter? We're pitted against each other, man. We were butting heads. If it wasn't for you, I'd have no one to butt except Blue Collar, and I like him too much.
Glad to hear you don't like me as much, but hell, I don't give a shit who likes me anymore.
Oh,
Stacker,
shit.
Staker, Dividend Maker, Big Poppy says the coins definitely work. Zoltan says flames. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas says coins.
Well, it looks like Blue Collar fell out, and I guess our guest fell out too. Before I could get to him, maybe he'll come back. Come on back. Okay.
Star says coins. I guess it's just me. I don't know.
I'm backstage, jackass.
There he is. There. Oh,
you heard that?
Okay. Well, you guys put your hands together for a very special guest. If I can get him up here. Oh.
Blue Collar says he's backstage, jackass.
Source not visible when another is maximized. Okay, I got to take out the maximization. Oh gosh.
So if there's anybody out there that wants to fly to Vegas and teach Liberty Bleeds technology, we're gonna take up a collection.
Dude, I welcome it. Please, somebody come teach me, please. Okay.
All right, so everybody looks like everybody says coins. I guess.
Oh, really? Is that what we're getting? Is that the feedback? Hey, Monkey King, are you there?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yo. Oh yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Monkey King, we can hear you better than they can hear me.
Sweet. Okay. Okay, now we're rolling. Now we got a guest. And who is our guest?
Stacker says that the coins in the eyes are payment to the ferryman to go to the underworld. All right.
There we go. There, see, I had his logo ready. Look, a little bit of technology, a little bit.
Irish Collector. I don't know if I've seen the Irish Collector. Have we seen the Irish Collector before?
Yes. Yep. I subscribed to the Irish Collector just recently.
Coins, but not those coins.
BCS has joined. Okay, so where did he go? I thought he was already here. Oh my gosh. Are you here, Blue Collar?
So WC, what coins should be in the eyes then?
Oh, well, I just
Monkey King, welcome.
Okay, so what I picked for the eyes was the Liberty, A Mark Liberty bell with the eagle side showing. Yeah. And then also I picked the Hoffman and Hoffman, but the unicorn. I thought those are two great choices, but yeah, we can change that out. So let's take requests from the chat. You guys, what coins you want to see, and I'll change it to that. Whoever votes for the most, the top two coins gets the eye sockets. How's that? The top two coins wins both eye sockets.
Silver in the eyes hold the soul inside.
Oh, are we gonna do the one eye, like the one, like the Masonic, you know, the you know, the triangle, all that bullshit?
RDA says Peacer Morgan.
How you doing, Monkey King? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. We don't mean to be ignoring you. How's it going?
Not bad, not bad.
No, I
Figured out this technology
yeah,
thing.
right. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but yeah, once you
When
get
you
it,
figure it out, can you help Liberty figure it out?
please, please do.
Well, it was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, trying to run these controls is a little daunting, but being a guest is pretty chill.
Being a guest is easy. Being Liberty is tough.
That's I will not disagree with that. No. Yeah. Being me is the hardest thing I've ever done.
Is my mic better now? Does that sound better?
That does sound better.
Dude,
All right, I turned my gains up. I had my gains turned way down for when I do content, but I don't do content anymore, so
man,
I don't need to bother with that.
What's up with this crowd? Your gains are too high. Your shorts are down. What do you get with the program, dude?
My shorts are on, bro.
Monkey King, you live in our area, don't you?
Yeah, I'm around Rainbow and Charleston, the nearest.
Rainbow and Charleston.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. You live literally just a few blocks from Sahara Coin.
Yeah, not too far.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 2 miles from Archangel. Just about another couple miles from Sahara Coins.
Well, that's a little too convenient.
No,
I haven't
not.
been
They
to
don't have
Sahara
good deals
Coins in a
anyway.
long time.
Yeah, me
Sahara?
neither. Actually, Nick.
They don't have good deals anyway.
Nick went there like 2 days ago, right, Nick?
No, I called them.
Oh.
Blue Collar says Restream
The
keeps
last time I was
booting
in
him out.
Sahara.
What did he say about Restream?
Who, me?
Blue Collar said Restream keeps kicking him out for some reason.
Oh.
Restream and him
Yeah, kicked me out a couple times in the beginning.
Yeah, it's not me doing it. I promise, guys. All I can do is turn you on or turn you off. I can't control if you're there or not. And yeah, I just kept like, you'd be there and then you were gone. And I go to click it and you're gone. Yeah, kind of weird.
Restream is to Blue Collar as StreamYard is to Liberty Bleeds.
What the hell does that mean, man?
You and the other one don't get along, and Blue Collar and this one don't get along. That's fair.
Huh? I'm lost. Please explain.
StreamYard caused you to lose your whole channel. So you and StreamYard don't get along.
No, we don't.
And Restream and Blue Collar are not getting along.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. Thank you for clarifying, Nick. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Back to Sahara Coins. They're expensive and they charge tax, and they charge tax on something like this. Let me see if we can make that bigger, or just trying to change these a little bit. But yeah, if it's got a denomination on it, see if that'll work. There we go. If it's got a denomination, like, like that, like a coin, they actually charge tax, and they're the only ones in town that do that here in Vegas. Have you noticed the same, Monkey King?
Pretty much. I can't remember any of the other shops that I've been to. Sahara Coins was close. I lived in this area for a while, so I kind of remember going there. But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't even recall if I've actually ever bought anything from Sahara or just visited there a lot. Always liked your inventory. They got a great, we got a lot of stuff inventory, but I noticed that right away that man, their prices were kind of high.
Yep.
And I can't recall again if I bought anything from them. But the tax situation, I mean, the only thing I could come up with is they're milking the system for more shekels. No,
I
because no
feel
one
like
else
they're
seems to
milking
charge tax.
us. I feel like they're milking
Well, yeah.
us for. I don't know, man.
Well, when I say the milk in the system, maybe I should say that they're abusing the system to get some more shekels from us.
Something like that.
It is what
Which you
it's
would think they
supposed
wouldn't
to
have
be.
to. It looks like they
I
get a
don't
lot
know.
of good business.
I know a lot of states are making gold and silver. It doesn't matter if it's denominated or not. They're not charging tax. They're putting that into their laws. A lot of states.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
They're
states are going that way.
they're moving toward making it legal tender, like legal tender, right? Is this crazy or what?
So Monkey King, do you usually buy online then?
No, man. For the longest time, I did a lot of online, and local, because you can usually get a little bit better deals online. Yeah, took the better of me, and I just wanted to stop leaving a digital record of all my precious metal purchases.
That's
Right
yeah,
on.
And I just started dealing with cash at
yeah.
Archangel.
That's one thing I do like about LCS is you walk in with cash, and there's like it's lit like a transaction list kind of. It's not. I,
Yeah, yeah.
I used to, so I don't want to like put names out there, but some of these places don't. If you don't want a receipt, they don't want a receipt. We're good, bro. Just here's the money. Here's the silver. Later,
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's what I want to do.
Nowhere gives a receipt unless you ask, as far as I've experienced.
Every once in a while, at Archangel, when I'm dealing the other guys that don't deal with me very much, they're, oh, do you want a receipt? And I look at them and I laugh. But I think at this point, they all know, yeah, that I don't want a receipt. I don't care about receipts.
Right.
I want nothing official on record, please.
Yeah. Like a cash transaction. That's what it's supposed to be about. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need your address and your email and your firstborn,
I'll tell you what. Good, brother.
Go ahead, Monkey King.
For a few years, I was like a traveling electrician. Half the year, and half the year I worked as a firearms instructor. But when I was on the road, always in the local coin shops of the areas I went to, and weird how depending on where you live, you see the difference in premiums. And man, I was pillaging the countryside. Outside of Vegas, you can get a lot of good deals at pawn shops, especially in little podunk towns that don't know that don't know any better. With a little bit of knowledge, go in there, and I would, I found out that I had a knack for haggling, and I was, like I said, pillaging the countryside in the pawn shops, getting great deals. Now, that was fun. That was definitely a lot of fun, and I got a lot of guys on the crew into stacking silver. So as soon as we got off, or come Saturday, we were off to the pawn shops, off to the coin store, see what we can get.
Wow, that's
And loaded up
nice,
a lot there. Loaded up a
nice
lot those
reward
years.
a nice reward for working hard, dude. That's very cool. Traveling, I did a little bit. Actually, I did quite a bit of traveling when I was doing the faux finishing painting, like a custom painting. I did like RC Willie's all over the West Coast, and I traveled up to Idaho and finished the house. Became superintendent up there. I did a lot of traveling to work, and it's kind of hard, being away from your family, but it is a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Yeah, being on the road definitely fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going to pretty states. I mean, I got lucky. We hit the Pacific Northwest. We hit the mountain states. We hit the Southwest states. When we weren't working, and the gig we had is we were relighting and ballasting the lights at Walmarts and super Walmarts. So we were 30 feet up in the air in scissor lifts, working through the night when the customers weren't there. get off around 7 in the morning, and then before we decided to go to sleep, again, we would, hit some shops or do some fishing, do some hiking. No, it was great. Good times.
Dude, that's exactly. I was
Yeah.
up on the scissor lifts, painting ceilings, and yeah, I'd work at night, and yeah, man. And then I'd go fishing. That was my thing. I wasn't into stacking and collecting yet. I wish I would have been, because then I would have had a bigger stack. But yeah, oh man, it's a lot of, like they get per diem. They pay you for like to eat,
Yep, all
and like
that.
in a hotel room. Had a like Amerisuites for like months, and they rent you a car, and it was freaking awesome.
Yeah, we had brand new Ford F2 2500s or 3500s to haul the trailers and the scissor lifts. It was good times, man. Got to say it was, and I used to blaze back then, so yeah, it was good time.
Heck yeah. Well, back to precious metals. I want to show this scene here. It says grade reveal contest winner. I know Blue Collar's not here, and he popped in and out. I click on him, he comes up, and then he doesn't show. It's weird. Anyways, I wanted to shout this out for Blue Collar Stacker. He's going to be revealing the contest winner. He had you guys grade in the comments, grade the coins that he showed. And yeah, he's really excited about it. He's got, I think, all the packages back, and he's ready to make the video. And he might have even made the video already, but he's going to release it right before Monday Night Metals coming up here in 2 days. So yeah, check out if you want to go back and watch the first video to where he asked about the grades, and maybe just mentally think whatever you think the grades might be, so that when you watch it might be a little more interesting. But somebody won. He won't tell us who the winner is, but somebody won, and yeah, they matched I guess the most grades, and it's going to be really cool. So yeah, he's going to do that like right before Monday Night Metal. So I'd say about 6:30 probably on Monday night. If you guys want to catch the grade reveal contest winner by Blue Collar Stacker, please do.
He won't even tell us who won yet.
I know. That's what. Yeah, he's like, nope.
I want to know.
I do too. I think I know who it is.
Chat, but he is in the chat, but he keeps getting kicked out from. Like I said, him and Restream don't get along.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any graded stuff, Monkey King?
Actually, I do. Funny you say that. Every time I go and grab, I go every week, man. I go every week, and I put 10, sometimes 20% of my pay, and I pick up silver, and there's always a bunch of graded Morgans underneath where I'm grabbing some stuff, and I'm always drooling over them, and it's usually the higher end stuff. And I commented on that, and they're like, well, we got some MS63s, kind of like the market dumped on like MS63s and Morgans, and you can pick them up for under $100. And I just picked up a pretty nice, what is it? I got it in my hand right now. I got an MS 64, right, at $1,881. So I was pretty stoked at that.
Whoa. Nice, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Archangel hooks you up?
Chris at Archangel always hooks me up. I've been going there for close to 7 years. Like I said, man, I go there almost every week. He's you talk about the benefits of getting, actually befriending your local LCS, and we hit it off really quick when we first met, just Chris and I. I'm a gun guy. I've been a gun guy for a long time, and as soon as those conversations come up, he's a gun guy, and it's like each other's attitude, and I went in there just asking a ton of questions, picking his brain, and he appreciated that, and we're friends.
Right on.
So yeah, I mean, not to brag or nothing, but yeah, I always seem to get a little bit of a special price there. And whenever I decide to buy maybe some, silver jewelry or something like a little out of the ordinary, he always cuts me a good deal. Well, like this Morgan was labeled 95, and he says that for you 80. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm taking the good looking lady home with me. And she's gorgeous, man. I didn't think you could get mid-state Morgans for under a couple $100. So when he told me that, yeah, you can pick up something like a 64, 63 for that price, I'm like, yeah, where are they at? I want one.
Right on. Well, hey, I know Morgan. She's a beautiful Lady Liberty, the mother. She's beautiful. But have you seen her daughter?
Hey, I like the peace dollar as well. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what B. Taylor's talking about. Yeah, he says she gets it from her mama because she's prettier.
Well, aesthetically, I like the peace dollar better.
I do too.
I think, but when with the Morgan, you have that added factor of the age, and when you see something from the 1880s and the 1800s, and it's shiny and smooth, it's impressive.
Yeah, right. It's like, holy crap! How did this make it this far, this long, so perfectly? Because somebody scooped it
Yeah.
and kept it. And but that brings me to a question here, and to me, I think I know the answer already. And I'm going to ask you what a Littlefoot is wondering. You're saying he expressed. It's down there in the bottom. It says, as always, I'm fighting between stacking and collecting. And dude, he feels it. We all feel this, and I feel like maybe you're more on the collecting side than the stacking side. And I think it's inevitable that they kind of maybe we start out stacking, but then we end up collecting. What's your story, man?
Well, I collected coins as a kid.
Really?
I didn't really realize it until I got older and I thought about it. I got prompted by my grandfather. He was a merchant marine, traveled the world, and he always had a silver Balboa in his pocket, an un Balboa, their version of a dollar. And it's like our silver dollar, a big old hunk of a 90%. And I'm pretty sure that's what prompted me into collecting coins. But then you know how it goes. You start getting a little older, and the girls all of a sudden don't think that collecting coins is cool. So I stopped collecting coins. Fast forward, if I would have stayed with collecting coins, I'm sure I would have gotten the precious metals a lot sooner, and we wouldn't be having this conversation because I'd be retired by now. But probably about 12 years ago, just started thinking about the future. And it's like, the gun range I was working at, didn't have no 401k, and I didn't want a 401k. And started, back when YouTube was awesome, going down a bunch of rabbit holes, actually finding out how the financial system works, how much, how currency, how the dollar is created. Angered, got really pissed off when I realized the scam it was. And then came across, precious metals, researching precious metals. The big sell for me was just looking at the price chart, quote unquote price chart for gold and silver over the past 100 years. And that I was sold. I'm like, precious metals value will always go up in a long enough time frame. And it was something I could afford. So I started, stacking again. And then as soon as I started stacking again, I said, well, let me get back into coin collecting again. I said, hey, maybe I'll find that $3,000 coin in pocket change. So for a while there was, into collecting and stacking. But then I just pretty much purely got into stacking. But every once in a while I would, come across a slabbed piece of silver that I could just get for a great deal. Some places they'll sell you a slab silver just for a couple of dollars premium, and they won't, because sometimes it's slabbed doesn't mean it's really worth anything. You just got slabbed. Or I would come across I got a lot of silver mint sets as well. Again, if I can get a good deal on it, I would snatch it up. But that falls under that does fall into the collecting realm. But just getting into trying to get some slab Morgans again, I trying to get away from just how much silver can I get for my dollar? I mean, I've been stacking for a while. I got a pretty fat stack, and I do appreciate the numismatics of the situation as well. Again, I go to get silver. I look in the glass, and I see these gorgeous Morgans on there, and I start drooling on the glass.
The glass. Yeah.
Archangel does have nice stuff in there, that's for sure. But every time I've been in there, it seems like Chris is busy, so I really don't get a chance to talk to him too much.
He can get busy. I mean, there's sometimes I go in there for a month, 2 months straight, and it's just hey, what's up? And he's in the back. Yeah. But there'll be times I go in there, and if it's slow, him and I will talk for 20 minutes, a half hour. But it's been a busy time with what's been going on in metals. When I went in there last weekend, man, there must have been about 15 people in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I said, every time I've been in there, they're 2, 3, 4 deep. People bringing in boxes of shit, and yeah, they're always busy. I used to talk to Nick when I went in there, but now he's gone.
Ah, good old Nick.
But you're right,
Yeah, I
man.
miss Nick.
My brother gets steals at his pawn shop, man. He can get like vintage shit for $1.50 over. They just sell it just to get their money back. You know, they don't even, or to make a little bit. They don't even know what they have. And this city sucks for deals, man. I would go to Archangel more, but it's on the other side of town for me too. So I'm stuck down here in the sticks. We got Silver and Cigar showed up. Silver Spurs, Big Nasty Seth, Scotty Aquati showed up. Silver Spurs 420. Send to Georgie. Did I say silver? I said silver and cigars already. Good little crowd in here this morning already.
Yeah, I think there's a few more. I think I saw Broke Stacker way up there somewhere. Yeah, go through and make sure we got everybody shouted out. Good to see you, Senator Georgie. Heck yeah, we got all kinds of heavy hitters, and yeah, man. Heck.
Littlefoot says he wouldn't. Am I the only one who wonders what other people's stack size is? I feel like that's kind of creepy, but I am curious all the time. I know we're supposed to only compete with ourselves, but yeah, with stack sizes, it's you can't really worry about that. I
Wait,
know you said you're newer to stacking.
who said
Am I getting
that?
that right? Littlefoot.
Oh, Littlefoot.
Um,
Oh, dude, don't.
I always thought that was,
Yeah,
I always wondered too, but it's one of those things where you can't really um think about your stack. You just have to, or I mean, worry about other people's stack. You just have to think about your own.
yeah, and for sure,
I'd say you got to set a
don't.
goal for yourself. You know, when you start off small, say, all right, I want to. Your first goal, get 10 ounces. Second goal, all right, I want to maybe have 50 ounces, and eventually it just starts getting bigger. But yeah, you got to compete with yourself when it
Yeah,
comes to that.
don't have a stack size envy, man. That's not good. That's not good.
Never try to keep up with the Joneses when it comes to stacking.
Absolutely. Just do your thing. Don't worry about that. Just have fun. Just have fun, and that's what it's about. And stack what you like.
Yeah.
And stay shiny.
Always cool to see like somebody's what all they have and everything, but it's not something that you need to focus on, I guess.
And Cartier's right. He says someone's always going to have a bigger stack. As long as your girl's good with it, don't worry.
That's right. Hey, that's right.
Hey, we got 7 stacks in the house. You're missing all kinds, Nick. What's going on? I put you on the chat. What's up?
Hey, I can't I don't like this restream. I can only keep up with it. It's goofy, man. It's backwards to me.
Come on, man. It's restream is all I got.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Blue Collar and I aren't a fan of restream, but it's all you got, so that's what we got to work with.
Yeah. Thank you.
Send to Georgie said, "Don't worry about what others are doing. Work on yourself and be your own king." There you go. Just that's exactly what Monkey King says. Like I tried to set goals when I first started stacking, and then like I just kept passing them up. So like the goal thing, I just don't have. I just when you have the money and you have the spare money and whatever you want to pick up, and before you know it, your stack will be the new stackers will be envious of your stack, or whatever.
The new stack.
Right? I mean,
you can shift the envy.
yeah, there you go. That's a way to look at it.
That was a good one, Nick. All right.
I mean, why not? I mean, I don't know. I was fortunate my first year. I had a lot of spare cash and nothing really going on, so I went nuts. But I mean, if you can only pick up a couple dimes, this is what other people say. If you can only pick up a couple dimes and some 90% silver, then do that every week or whatever you want to do. It's all depends.
Every dollar you spend on silver is is value. It's money that currency that you're taking out of the system. You're actually turning it into money, and now it's sitting there. And again, long enough timeline, the value is going to grow as the dollar decreases in value, and you're making your own little treasure chest. Yeah, like you said, even if it's start off small, a few dollars, a couple of dimes a week, it's something. And if you're consistent, just like with working out, if you're consistent, it's going to grow.
Yeah.
They don't have to be crazy. I mean, some of us are blessed and can spend $100, $200 a week. But again, don't have stack envy. Worry about what you can do.
And
Yeah,
you're right.
exactly.
Consistency is key. If you just a little bit by bit, man, it grows. It's kind of amazing how fast it grows. And just one a week, one a month, an ounce, or whatever, or yeah, or you get a bonus and you buy a 10-ounce bar or something, or yeah, but you just keep after it and don't give up. Just keep going, man. Yeah, and I would
Yeah.
say
I agree with.
buy at any price. If you have the money, just go ahead and buy. It looks like, if you wait around to like save up for like an ounce of gold to get the best premiums, well, what happens? Gold goes up and then you have to save more, and yeah, it happened to a friend of mine and it's been proven, lots of people, lots of channels have shown this, that yeah, just go ahead and get that 10th ounce of gold. Go ahead and get that 1 ounce of silver, and don't wait to buy the 10-ounce bar of silver because the price that you're trying to save. Just buy slowly, incrementally, grow. Yeah.
Yep. If there's a big dip, I buy more. If it's flat, I buy. Um, if the price is spiking, I'll buy maybe a little less. But again, every week I'm buying.
You know,
It's very rare for the past few years now that I don't buy every week. Unless it's a sort of situation. Well, no, I got my motorcycle. I've been putting it in the shop. I've been making payments on that. But even then, drop off a couple hundred at the motorcycle shop. I'm still going to go pick up some silver.
right
Said
on.
even if I go in there and I'm like, I'm only getting 1 ounce this week, and they look at me crazy, like you're only getting an ounce. I'm like, well, I had other things to do. But yeah, even if I go in there and buy 1 ounce, or maybe just buy $1 face value in 90, I'm going to get something.
You know what I buy?
Yeah, I mean,
I buy when I have money.
that's it. That's all you can do. You can't. I I don't. It's just the way I look at it. But I don't. I know other channels, and I know people say, just cut out, going to Starbucks, or cut out going to dinner, or cut out. I don't. I don't. I don't like that idea. I mean, but to each their own. I don't like giving up something to. I don't like giving up living to stack. That's just my thought. I know there's other people that disagree with me, and it just depends on your lifestyle and your living. But Stacker Staker Dividend Maker made a good point too, and I fell into this trap when I first started YouTube, following YouTube and first started stacking. He said people posting certain pieces definitely makes him spend more money. I fell into that early
Yeah,
on as well.
that's true, man. Yeah, and Silver Cigars does it to me all the damn time, man. He's got all the stuff I want. Yeah, he does.
When I
Mr.
was
Mr.
still
West Texas says his problem is has been letting silver get in the way of buying gold. That's not a problem because that's not a problem. I don't see it as a problem. I don't know.
Well,
I was like that for a while as well. Just, silver, silver, silver. Can't afford, the gold. And then, of course, by the time I started getting into gold was already at the 18, 19, 2100. And then I remember all these times going in the pawn shops and coin shops, and I could have picked up an ounce of gold for 1200, 1300. And at the time I thought, that's a little too much. And then, of course, once I realized I want to get in the gold, like, man, I could have been picking up ounces for $1,000 at one point.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
And
if
then
you
look
get
where it's
into
at
the
now.
if you get into the ifs and buts and shouldas and couldas, you'll drive yourself nuts.
Yeah, yeah. So now I
Littlefoot
just,
had
I make decisions like maybe once a year. Okay, I'm going to slow down on the silver, and I'm picking up a gold ounce, in a little bit, and I just do it regardless of the price. I mean, if you get lucky, you can catch a dip. Okay, great.
so Littlefoot, we're gonna have you on the show. We gotta talk this out because I don't know who you're learning from. You said you're new and everything, but you got it right. He says he tries not to buy a lot at one time. That way, if prices fluctuate, it feels like it kind of evens out. That's called dollar cost averaging. So it's that's not a bad way to do it, you know. Um, like I said, everybody has their own strategies, and you could talk to 10 stackers and you're going to get 10 different strategies, and you're going to get 10 different ways of how they do it and what they think is right. So I
Yeah.
mean,
So
you
so
figure out
listen
what
to
works
them
for you,
all,
and
and then make up your own mind. Like soak it all up, and then do your thing. You know,
that's
that's what
it.
I did.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey,
And
well, what
yeah,
works
Nick.
best for you?
Yeah, Littlefoot has an invitation already, and hopefully he'll be jumping up here soon. You know what? I got to say real quick, uh, man. So I was thinking. So what have we been doing this for like 3 months now? Has it been probably 3 months, right?
I think it's been longer than that.
Okay,
It's been a
let's
little
just
while.
say 3 months. That's 13 weeks. We've had, and that's 2 shows a week. That's 26 shows we've done for sure, at least 26. We've probably had guests on 80% of the shows. So I'm saying like we've had at least 20 guests. We've had at least 20 guests, and we've only had one repeat. And yeah, B. Taylor opened the door for repeats. So I think we may have some repeats coming in, but I want to keep a steady flow of new guests coming. And that's one of the reasons I asked Littlefoot, because he's a brand new, fresh, I think he's fresh stacker. He's fresh YouTuber, let's say that. And I'm very interested in people that create. And I definitely, don't get me wrong, I love my viewers. Boy, we had Brad Yate on. Oh, dude, that was such a cool, Brad's got Museum of Curiosities. That was awesome on last Monday Night Metals. But yeah, no, I want to have everybody on the show. So I'm trying to ask as many people as I can, and hopefully we'll get some people. And Littlefoot.
And the invitation's always open. Just reach out to one of either Blue Collar Stacker, Liberty Bleed, or myself. Reach out to our emails, and we all have our emails in the chat or in our channel description. And if we don't want you on, we'll tell you to piss off. And if we want you on, then you can be on. We always have room.
Okay,
We're
and
not
wait,
shy.
hold on, Nick, man, we got to work on your PR skills, bro. I
Hey,
don't.
I'm honest. If you don't like my honesty, then I don't know. Shit, we're out of luck, pal.
God. Okay, man, I'll just be quiet.
Woodsy says he's been stacking for 4 years now, and next week is going to be his first gold purchase. Nervous but excited at the same time. Can't wait to hold my own piece of gold.
Right
Hey man,
on.
Hell yeah,
that's cool. Nothing
that's
wrong with
way
that.
cool.
Littlefoot says
Other
he has a
ways
good
you can get
relationship with
gold.
his.
There's other ways you can get gold. Some of my first forays into gold was Craigslist. People trying to sell their gold chains. If you can find the right customer, talked to this guy. Sounded pretty legit. Had him meet me down at Archangel. They tested out the gold chains. Two of the gold. I think it was maybe two or three gold chains. One was kind of a fatty chain. The other ones were really skinny chains, but the pendant were 10th ounce gold liberties,
Oh,
gold eagles. I mean,
oh,
so had everything tested. Everything turned out to be legit. And the guy understood and says, "Hey, man, I'm pretty much gonna be paying spots, pay melt," and he was cool with that. He was an older guy, and I'm pretty sure he already made the rounds to the pawn shops and realized they're gonna give him under melt. So he was trying to sell it like I said off of Craigslist, and again I got a pretty fatty chain, and I ended up getting two 10th ounce gold eagles as were pendants on other chains. And this was, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So, I mean, that deal, obviously, I've already made out well on. But, there's other, that's one way also you can get gold. You know, see what people are trying to get rid of on Craigslist, offer up. But of course, you got to be careful. Always got to be careful. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a gun guy, so everywhere I go, there's a gun on my hip. So if someone wants to get froggy, it's not going to end up well for them. But again, different ways. There's different ways, or even I think some coin shops. I think Chris at Archangel might even have uh, a box of gold chains that he's got in the back that he's eventually just going to send off to the smelter and get melt for. I mean, potentially he might sell them to you for melt. Again, it's another way to just get some gold in your possession. Something to think about.
Absolutely. Now, okay, so it sounds like you collect slab coins. You like the Morgans, you like the peace dollars. We've heard that. What about vintage bars, man? Are you into these things?
I got a couple, but unless they're super like Chris will have some vintage 10-ounce Ingle Hearts that you're going to pay a little more for. I haven't seen them in a while, but I've picked up Ingle Heart ounces that he's just selling as generics. So I've got a couple, I've got a couple Ingle Hearts. When I was out on the road, I'd see an Ingle Heart. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking that. I think I might even have a couple Ingle Heart 1 ounces. But as far as like 10-ounce chunker vintage, I don't think I'm pretty sure I don't have any vintage of those. But yeah, when I see the old stuff, sometimes I try to grab it. I definitely try to grab.
Right on. Yeah, I try to buy these as cheaply as possible, and most of these have come from Archangel. Yeah, like when silver. Oh, look at that one. Ooh.
All the trade units. I think you put some comments on one of your posts on the trade units. I dig the trade units with the scale on one side, and there's always some other image on the other side. Try to snatch those up. And it's crazy when I find one of those and I'm like, and it's almost pristine and it says 1983. I'm like, man, this thing's been around forever and it still looks great.
Right.
Again, some places, Archangel, you can pick up a trade unit for just generic. Where for me, I'm not trying to resell. When I'm going to cash out, silver's going to have to be in the triple digits before I cash out.
Yeah, and not only triple in the silver or silver in the triple digits, but the dollar's still worth more than what silver has risen to. Do you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's got to be the right. I mean, yeah, don't want to cash out, into dollars if the dollars ain't worth shit.
Well, then kind of we're already there, aren't we?
Well, yeah, less shit, I guess.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. There's got to be that balance where do I want to sell my silver to get into something that's literally, takes a barrel of dollars to get a loaf of bread.
Exactly. Like say bread's $3.50 on sale. Here's $35 right here, so I can buy 10 loaves of bread. Now, if this goes up to $100, but bread is $10, well, then why would I trade it in? Because it's the same. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. It's a little bit of a hedge, I think. Hopefully, it stays a hedge.
Oh, definitely.
Or else we're all going to lose a whole shit ton of money. But I think it will. I think it has to because it's precious metal. I don't see how they can devalue this. They do manipulate the spot price. I believe that. What do you guys think about that, Nick? What do you think?
It's like, I don't think it's gonna go to the moon. I don't think we're gonna get rich. I don't think it's gonna. I'm not one of those ones that think that way. I know there's a lot of people that do, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope it does go to the moon, and I hope we do all become rich from it. But, to me, I treat it like a savings account. From what I stacked in my first year, that money would have been pissed out the window on who knows what. Probably firearms, probably gambling, probably I don't even know. So it's been a savings account for me. And it's not to say that putting it into firearms or something else wouldn't have been just as rewarding or whatever, but to me it's been a trading a savings account for me. And it's worked out well, and if it goes up to $1 million an ounce, well then hell, we'll all be rich. But I don't see it in our lifetime ever going to triple digits.
Yeah.
I will agree and disagree.
Yeah, me too.
It's definitely a savings account. It's definitely a savings account. It's a savings account that, for me, definitely I'm less prone to want to touch. There's no ATM card connected to my stack, so it's not the sort of thing I could just easily pull out. I got to, there's that. But as far as manipulation goes, I mean, I've seen it for the years that I've been watching the price. It's come on, the Friday morning SmackDown. It happens almost every week. The Friday morning SmackDown between 8:30 and 11 o'clock Eastern time, where they hammer down silver mostly, sometimes gold, but it happens almost every week like clockwork, and that's New York. That's the bullion banks. It rises, through the week or overnight, Thursday, and then Friday morning, smack it down. And it's the same thing. There's a small smackdown, a slight recovery, and then a big giant smackdown.
I'll have to pay attention to that. And why I don't really watch it that closely, but that's interesting. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's, the more videos I watch, I see, I'm like seeing this, and then other people start talking about it. And then I, start finding more and more of the more sophisticated metal guys. And then, they talk about it, every so often. It's like, yeah, it's every, I just saw a video on it yesterday. Liberty and Finance. Was it Liberty and Finance or was it someone else? Oh, I forget who. But yeah, they're talking about it. Every Friday like clockwork, there's a SmackDown.
Interesting.
Oh, it's definitely manipulated, and that's like you said, it's the paper market that manipulates it, and that's
Yep.
never going to end. As long
Well,
as
but here's the thing.
there's over 300 to 1 paper contracts as there are to ounces of silver, and
I
as
think
long as
it's
it's that way, it's going to be
378. 378 paper ounces to an actual physical ounce. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. But
Yeah,
here's
so
the thing with manipulation: you get away with it until you don't. They're I like the analogy of they're trying to keep a beach ball underwater as the beach ball is growing. They're not going to be able to hold it. Artificially suppressing silver prices. I mean, what's going on right now with the silver supply worldwide? For I don't know how many years now, the industrial consumption of silver has been outweighing the production and the mining of silver.
I disagree with that.
You do?
And I had a video and I put it together and I just never edited it, and I was going to redo it because if you look at it and you think, okay, so you think shortage and you think all this, what happened when the Hunt brothers tried to short the market or they tried to take over the market? It didn't 10x. It didn't, I mean, it went from like what, $6 to $50 and then it just plummeted. And they had, like 50, almost 50% of the world's supply of silver. So and so I mean, if the whole technology thing takes over the silver industry or whatever, I just don't see the price going where people think it's going to go. So I have I did all this research and shit. Technology isn't using up as much silver as people think. I don't believe. There's so much. There's 8.2. No, wait. I'm sorry. There's shit. I don't know. I had all the numbers written down somewhere. There's 8.5 metric tons of silver above ground. There's been 1.7 metric tons that have been mined above ground, and they figure about half of that has been thrown out. So you figure 8.5 metric tons. That's 25.7. Oh, I don't even have that. One metric ton equals over 32,000 ounces. So, like with a shortage, you know what happens with a shortage? You can't find it. When there's a shortage of eggs, you go there, you can't find it. If there is a shortage or a possible shortage coming, you wouldn't be able to go to your LCS and pick up 100 ounces on a daily basis.
I hear,
These coin shops, they have so much they have to send it to the refinery.
I hear and see what you're saying, but I think you might be actually proving the point. That for industrial purposes, they're having to go to recycled, refined. All right, what's coming out of the ground is less than what industry needs. Now, of course, there's still a crap ton above ground already, But that's the point. They're having to go to that to satisfy the industrial demand. So the point is coming where, I mean, you can't say there's a silver shortage. I mean, geez, we all have these, giant stacks in our house. But again, industry is having to go to that above ground to satisfy its needs, because what's coming out of the ground yearly doesn't satisfy their needs. See
They
what I'm
mine
saying?
between 25 to 27,000 metric tons per year. That's a lot. So your
Yeah.
cell phone holds only 0.095 grams of silver. The technology doesn't eat it up like people think. It's supposedly depends on where you read it, but there's about 20 grams of silver per solar panel. That's 6 billion ounces. That's nothing when they're producing so much. When they're mining so much. I mean, I talked to this guy who is he was from Germany. He mines gold in damn, I can't think of it now. Where are the frickin' the Sahara? He mines gold in the Saharas. But he says these gold mining companies, they aren't even bothering mining silver because of the price of gold is so high. You know, when you mine gold, that silver is a byproduct. They push that aside because there's more money mining gold. If these mining companies thought that there was going to be a shortage of silver, you don't think they would be pulling all that silver and pushing that gold to the side and mining silver because there's going to be more of a return in silver than there will be a return in gold? Does that make sense?
Well, depends on their focus. Like you said, right
I
now,
don't think.
gold.
I was just going to say there are
Yeah, buddy.
very, very few actual silver mines nowadays, modern times. Very, very few. Um, yeah, I think like South America. Anyways, and Mexico, I think there's one. But you're right. Most of the silver is found by mining other things. Copper, even tin, they find silver. Gold, of course, it's like 15 to 1 or 17 to 1 comes out. You know, these metals follow the same veins of quartz. And yeah, so they don't really go after silver. It's a byproduct of everything else they're after.
Right, but if they thought that silver was going to 10x, like everybody says it's going to do, why wouldn't they be stockpiling that and mining it? They're just pushing that shit to the side and just going straight for the gold instead.
Yeah, especially with the prices now, right?
Well,
Because it's gone.
well, if they
But I think
refined it
what I
now,
think what needs to happen is there needs to be a correction as far as the discrepancy between the gold to silver ratio. It should not be at 100. I mean, that's great. It should be like 60 in my eyes. And if that's 3,500 gold, if that makes silver $90, well, then that's what it should be. You know.
well,
It's
to
all
answer your
manipulated. It
question,
doesn't matter what it is.
and to answer that question, Vegas Stacker, I mean, if they refined that silver now, they're not going to get a 10x price. They're going to get the current price. It's just not worth it to them to do it now, so to speak. Now, depending on, I mean, I don't know how mines work. Right now, some mines they have giant piles of of refuge that just sits there. Um, I forget what the proper name for it is, but potentially a mining company like what you're talking about might have these giant, fields of ore that does have silver in it, and 5-10 years down the road, they're just going to go through those piles and refine them when it's worth it to them. Uh, but
That's true.
that's my take on it. Is well, yeah, it hasn't 10x yet. So if they refined it today, they're not going to get a 10x price today.
But
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're
it be
right. Hold
cheaper
it.
if they refined it today than if they refined it when it is 10x?
The true, but I don't think they operate like that. I mean, they're not going to. I mean, I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're just not going to refine a bunch of metal and then store it themselves and wait. I don't know, or do they do that? I don't know. And I think they refine it and they sell it.
It's just like stacking. You're not stacking metal with it anticipating going up 10x tomorrow. You're anticipating it going whatever you think it's going to go in a certain time. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
we're
That's just my
stackers.
thinking.
they're miners. They're there to sell. I mean, again, I could be completely wrong. I just don't envision these miners having a warehouse where they're holding on to their old metal. I thought they refined it and they sold it and rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, you're right. Blue collar, he says there's hundreds of millions of phones per year. I looked that up too. There's 18.22 billion cell phones. I did the research for this video, and I know it's going to be controversial because I know there's so much there. I don't know. I just don't. I don't believe in the shortage aspect of it.
Hey, real quick, blue collar, if you're out there, can you? I got to take off for like 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Vegas, if you can hold down, and please, with Monkey King here. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get blue collar up, and if I leave, maybe it's I don't know. This says you can have up to 6 people, but it seems like at 4 we're having trouble. But blue collar, if you can jump up. If not, Nick and Monkey King, hang on for 10 minutes, and I'll be back, man.
You're always abandoning us, man.
Well, I gotta keep you wanting more. More is less of me. It really is. I promise you'll thank me.
You're good. Go do your shit, pal.
Okay, I'm not seeing blue collar. He might be busy right now. I thought I'd wait just a minute to see if he pops up after I asked him to try. But yeah, he might be just busy. Anyways, this is a great discussion, and a lot of people. I read some of those comments. A bunch of new people come in, I think, that we might have missed. And yeah, keep it going, guys. I'm loving it. Thank you very much. Oh, it keeps crashing me off. Blue collar says.
Yep, go do your shit.
All right, I'll be back. You want to be big,
man? I know it's a big controversy thing, and that's why I was going to do a video on it. But it's interesting because there are. I get it. Technology is going to use a lot of silver, but they mine a lot of silver too. Oh. Blue collar says it's a waste of his time to try and get on here because Restream doesn't like him. Okay. So put in the chat if you think there's going to be a supply shortage or if you think everything is good in the world and we will always have coin shops to buy silver from. Did I lose everybody? Am I talking to myself?
No, you're not by yourself,
no one wants to talk to me now.
I'm just trying to get a good angle on this lady here. That's that Morgan I was telling you guys about.
Yeah, blue collar's got me into frickin' buying Morgans now.
Well, I'm not going to go buck wild with them, but again, I appreciate having a coin that's 140 years old and look like this.
Now you're.
You can. I can get some biting.
Is anybody else having trouble hearing? Yeah, I don't know. Something happened to your audio.
Oh, then how about now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Well, it's not a bad angle of her.
Yeah, yeah, a couple of people said your audio. It sounds better now. Yeah, I've been picking up Morgans lately. Blue Collar has his little whatnot stream, and I've been in there snagging some.
So yeah, man, pretty stoked. Not too bad.
Yeah, you got. I mean, with Archangel, you got a good hookup with them. They always have good stuff in there.
They got good stuff. It's close. And it's enjoyable. And also, what I like about them too, it's they're also an antique store. There'll be times when I go in there before I sit down to buy silver, I'll just cruise around and look at all these Civil War memorabilia, the swords, and all the old muskets, and or just cruise. Sometimes stare at all the crazy old little, all the clocks, the old clocks that they have up there. Have you seen his friggin' like 2,000, 3,000 year old Bronze Age sword he has in there?
No, when I go in there, I
Oh,
just usually, like I said, it's always busy when I go in there. So I look around, I'll pick up something, and then I'm out the door. Plus, it's not close for me, so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I live like in Southern Highlands, so it's a little bit of
It's a haul.
a drive.
It's a haul. Yeah, so I'm lucky. It's a couple miles away. It's like 5 minute drive for me, if that. Um, I mean, I keep saying, hey, I'm gonna go check out Sahara Coins. I haven't been there in a while, but hearing you guys talk about it, remembering what I remember, I'm like, I mean, again, great inventory. I like the idea of having to go through the cage to get in, and I dig the security aspect of it. But in the end, it's like, you're charging too much.
I called them the other day because they've had a tray of Englehart Prospector rounds in there since I've been stacking. They've had that tray in there. So instead of just driving there and seeing what they wanted for them, I decided to call them up to see what they wanted. They wanted $40 each. And they've had that tray for over a year. And that's
Wow.
like, at the time, I think silver was like $6 or $7 over spot because this was the other day and silver was like 33 or something.
Are they like
And
pristine condition? Or are they just
even at
open
even at
condition?
pristine condition, they're not worth $7 over spot.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
And
I
especially
mean, look,
since they've had them for over a year.
maybe even longer than that. Um,
Yeah, probably. So I mean, like
the only thing I could come up
that,
with is that they, because of their location, I mean, you can kind of tell from the just the store and the storefront, they cater to a higher income clientele, and they've been able to get away with it. That's their business model. They cater to a higher end clientele that will pay those prices. That's the only thing I could come up with because, well, they're still in business. Um, yeah, yeah, and it just works out for them, and they're not worried about necessarily, you know, giving a good deal. Um, because yeah, you go to they get the same shit over at Archangel, and you're paying 50% less.
and I mean, you can obviously see the difference in Archangel and
Yeah,
Sahara coins. Like you said, just
it's a
the Sahara is like going into a freaking a Starbucks, and Archangel is like going into a local cafe or something. It's different for sure. You're right.
so
And I
that's the only
mean,
thing.
they got to make
But
up.
yeah,
They got to make up what they spent, and I get it. Hell, it is
yeah.
what it is.
But here's the thing: if you want some, you know, uh, I'll use the word exotic. I don't think that fits proper. But again, you've seen, what they have as Sahara. They have a lot of more a higher end, a little more into the, we'll say, collector stuff, higher premium stuff. So they cater to that crowd. And we know we're in stack community. There's some people that they're always good stuff. They're gonna get this year's Libertad. They're gonna get this year's Panda. They're gonna get, oh, look, that's the special edition, limited edition, blah blah blah. There's some people that they're gonna get that and they're gonna pay whatever the premium is. Um, I mean, I appreciate those, some of that crazy stuff. And for a while there, I got into looking for the odds things and the special things, and then I just got more, efficient spending. I'm like, you know what, most silver for the buck. Do I still have, things that I like to pick up every once in a while? Yeah, but I don't try to look for I don't look as much as I do for odds and ends and collector stuff. If I come across something, it's a good deal for sure. But yeah, I'm not paying $10, $15 over spot for something.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Unless it's like super friggin' cool. If it's something that's like just super cool, then yeah, I'll do it. But not like I used to. Like I was
Or
big
if
when I
it's
was
something that you
online.
need for your if it's something you need for a
Yeah,
collection or something, yeah, I get it.
when I was still online, getting silver online, I used to exclusively deal for the most part with Provident Metals. Um, and they had their little series that they would put out. Um, and I got into the Egyptian God series for a bit, and we got a couple cool, some really cool 2-ounce chunkers from the Egyptian God series. And I got the complete series, luckily, because there's only four in the Four Horsemen. So I collected all four Horsemen's, and then with all four Horsemen's on one slab. That was an easy collection to get because again, only four of the Horsemen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you are definitely a
and the world,
collector, bro.
and then the World's Right There series as well. Again, cool shit. Four Horsemen, done. Dragons, okay, done. Egyptian gods, okay. I paid extra, but I really really liked them. I thought they were fucking cool. But again, since then, just as much silver as I can for the buck. But again, I get a feeling that there's going to be a couple more slabs in my future. Now that I know I can get a nice chunk of history, MS64 at a decent price. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
nothing wrong with
definitely
that.
a collector, Monkey King. Holy crap! You've got all four horsemen, and you're probably making silver cigars. Smile. The Egyptian, he loves that series. I think all the Egyptian stuff. I collect a little bit of that too. But how did you get a hold of the four horsemen? Isn't that like really expensive? And where'd you find it? I'm super curious.
Well, before you get back on, when I'm online, I was pretty much just exclusively getting metals back in the day. And they had, they're the ones who put out the Four Horsemen, Egyptian Gods, and the Dragons, the World Dragon series. And I was telling Vegas Stacker, I says, I'd spend the money on something that I personally think that's fucking cool and it looks good. So yeah, back in the day, I got that. Now I think I ended up maybe missing one or two of the Dragon series, and hell, man, the Egyptian God series, it's still ongoing. So I think I only got maybe three, maybe four of the Egyptian gods. But it was easy to complete the Four Horsemen because there's only four of them.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah, those are fucking hella cool. Um, I think what I did is two or three of each of the ounces, and then I think I got two or three of the copper rounds. And then when they finished the series, they put out the 10-ounce chunker, and I picked up. I want to say I picked up two of the 10-ounce chunkers of the Four Horsemen. And they look great, man. They look so good. They look so good. And the
Oh my
Dragon
god, you got to
series is
read this
pretty fucking
comment.
cool too.
Stacker Staker says, Littlefoot, I hope you get the family discount on the Bigfoot coin.
Littlefit said we've talked him into. He's going to his LCS and picking up the rest of their Peace and Morgans for $25 each. That's a great deal.
It is.
And then, yeah, Blue Collar's got a little thing. He works with that. Yeah. It's if you can get some Morgan dollars, Peace dollars for cheap, even if they're beat up, man, get them, man.
Chris in Virginia said he made 2 purchases from Pure Metals. He was wondering if anybody else has used Pure Metals yet. And we had a little, there was a channel yesterday that said they weren't a fan of Pure Metals, even though they haven't used them.
Oh, that was Stack That Gold you're talking about. And
Yeah.
and Akadaka Stacker, he doesn't think it's, I don't know what their trip is. They wouldn't really say, either one of them, other than they think it's a little shady, but I don't understand that at all because Pure Metals, like you say, Nick, Vegas, they're just the middleman. All they're doing is scooping some cream off of the top of peer-to-peer sales, and of course we could do that on our own. but some of us don't know the other person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just a good way. And yeah, it's like what, 4% when you first start out, and you tear down to like 2% of all pure metals takes. It's not that much. And what's shady are they going to do? I mean, a percentage, that's not shady. That's the cost of doing business, because they're putting it all together and making a platform available to everyone, sellers and buyers. So what's shady? I mean, the seller holds their silver, they ship it directly from their possession to the seller's possession, PO box address, whatever. So how is it even possible to be shady? I don't understand what they're talking about. Do you guys?
Doesn't
I
eBay
guess
take
they
a hell of a
just
lot more?
Say that again.
Doesn't eBay take a lot more than that as far as percentage wise if you sell something on eBay?
Pretty darn
eBay's
sure.
like 13, I think,
Oh
13%.
Jesus! Oh God! Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's a
But I don't.
savings.
They said that I guess they just didn't feel the right vibe from Nash, which I mean, it's just a feeling they have, which is what it is. You know, I don't. That's their prerogative not to trust them. I mean, I haven't used it yet. I haven't put anything on there yet, and I haven't bought anything from there yet, so I can't really talk about my experience yet. Um, but I like the idea myself. I
Yeah,
haven't.
I guess Nash is from North Carolina, and I was in a stream yesterday where Chuck Stacks, he yeah, did he? Anyways, he said that Nash is his neighbor. You know, like he lives in North Carolina as well, and yeah,
Right.
I don't feel I see Nash as trying to an entrepreneur. He's trying to become successful. He's trying to he sees a need and he's trying to fill it. And yeah, I mean, he's a little pushy with pure metals, but well, that's what he's doing. So if he wasn't pushy, then I'd be like, what the hell's wrong with this dude? So no, I got all the best for pure metals and Nash and the people that he works with to get this going. And I don't see how you can really lose unless you know the person and you just do it on just do it privately. But if you don't know and you see something you like on there and it's not that much money for them to process the transaction, whatever, it's yeah, I think it's fine. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's their prerogative if they just don't have the right feeling about Nash, and that's fine. I mean, fuck, people don't have the right feeling about me neither, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
to each their own, and I get it. They
Here,
don't want
here.
to do it, and that's fine. I just didn't understand why they were so against him, and they didn't really want to say why they were against him neither. Um, which is fine. That's fine too. Chris in Virginia said it did start out a bit rough. His profile and points did not show, messaging did not work, but one of Nash's guy got it straightened out, and it was probably self-inflicted issue. And that's another thing too, and that's one reason I haven't really messed with it yet either, is because it's only been live for like a week. They're gonna have bugs. There's gonna be issues. You know what I mean? It's not gonna run smooth. I guarantee it. No, there's no way in hell that you can put up a product as quick as he did and with as ambitious as he did and not have issues.
Yeah, and okay, like Chris in Virginia, he says a vibe is personal, and okay, so they get a personal vibe about him. But guess what? They're not buying if they were to buy or if they were to sell from Nash. It's not him; it's the person you're dealing with. Hello, I don't understand. I don't,
I get it. I mean, that's their opinion, and maybe they just didn't want to use him, and maybe they just. I know Stack That Gold wants to sell his stuff through his YouTube channel anyway. So, and I would have less. Not to say that I don't trust Stack That Gold, but if I were to log on to YouTube and try and buy something off of any YouTuber, it would just be a little different. I mean, I trust Stack That Gold if I were to buy something off of them, but
yeah, that's true. With peer-to-peer metals, you have a little, you have more security wise. Like, yeah, they're going to vet these people and make sure there's they're going through all the orders and make sure nobody's getting screwed. So that that's a big daunting kind of task. But I say give them a shot. And yeah, like Stack That Gold last night, he's like, I don't want to say anything disparaging. And what did he say? I don't want to defamation of character. I was like, damn, what is he thinking about pure metals? Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. Anyways, I love Stack That Gold. I think he's a great guy. I'm buying two piece of vintage hexagon pieces from him that are trade unit dollars. So, you know, Stack That Gold's a very cool guy. I wish I could pick his brain. I wish he would tell us. Maybe I'll email him and then, but you know, if he wants to keep it private, then yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, those pieces you're picking up from him, I thought about picking one up too. Those are awesome.
Absolutely, dude. Freaking hexagon trade units. What?
And he actually has some of the Engelhart prospector rounds he's liquidating as well.
Yeah, I got to agree with Mark Samuelson earlier in the comments about those. He's you guys like $40 for an Engelhard prospector. That's too much. That, you know, that's too expensive. Okay, I agree with you somewhat, but then I don't, because what Mark said was that what if it's a key date, you know, 82 or 88, or, you know, I mean, yeah, then that's a freaking steal at $40. But you can't be like on the phone like, hey, do you have? I mean, you could. You could be like, hey, do you got an 82 prospector? And they're like, let me check. And then like, yeah, I got one. How much? 60. You know, I mean, it's like if you're asking for it specifically, they're gonna say more. I mean, why wouldn't they? Unless they're totally like they don't care. But yeah, they're. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I gotta agree with Mark.
He said he picked up an 83 Mark Samuelson picked up an 83 prospector at Tulsa Gun Show for $33. That's a steal because the 83 is the sought after year.
Fuck yeah. Wow. Hell yeah.
83 and 87 are the tough years. 83 is the toughest, 87 is a little tougher. Or I mean, not as tough.
88 ain't easy.
I don't know if I had the 88. I was wondering because somebody said 88. I thought I had all the years, but I don't remember buying an 88. I think I must have it. I had to take them off my freaking desk because I had to have shit done to the house. 82, 83.
I'm pretty sure I got a few 83s.
84. 84. I got both 84s, the 83. 83s are the hardest year to find. 86.
How about a thumbs up in the chat feed?
87.
Everyone, anybody who has the entire collection, and I mean not just every year of the prospectors, the Englehards, but I'm also talking about the reverses that are different, because there's a Big E and there's also an Eagle. So anybody who has the entire collection and knows they really, really do, please put a thumbs up. I want to see how many people out there have the whole darn thing.
So are you talking about the fractional too?
Oh, no, I'm not including fractional, just 1 ounces. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. There is fractional. 1 ounces only.
Because they have, I think it was 85. They had a 10th ounce, a quarter ounce, and the full ounce. And I think there are proof ones out there as well.
Yeah, you're right. And I think Silver Struck has all those. He actually has them all graded. So yeah, that's pretty lofty goal to get all of the Engelhard prospectors, but that's a great goal. And I doubt, I'll bet nobody here has all of them. There's no way. Well, if you do, congratulations, man. And put a thumbs up plus frack.
I have both 84s. I have the 85, the 83, the 82, the 87, and the 86. I don't have the 88. I didn't know there was an 88.
I'm missing the 86, but it's in my P.O. box because Mark Samuelson just sent it to me. Dude.
So 84 had both. 84 is the one where they had the Big E and the Eagle. I have both of those. I have the 82, 83, both 84s, the 85, 86, 87. I didn't know they had an 88.
Yeah, there's an 88. Yeah.
The fractionals go for like retarded money.
Yeah, I'll bet.
The fractionals go for more than the full ounces do.
Oh, really? Whoa, wow. Oh wait, Monkey King left. Now he's back. Hold on. There we go. You there, Monkey King?
I believe yes, I am.
Can you hear us? Oh, cool.
I can hear you.
Do you collect prospectors?
Not actively, but I got a decent amount of Engelhard prospectors. I haven't looked at them in a long time. They're deep in the stack, but I know I got a few.
Right on. Yeah, I don't know. Vegas just kind of glossed over the fact that Mark Samuelson is sending me an 86 prospector, but thanks, Nick.
What? What do you want?
I'm
Congratulations. What do you want me to do?
yeah. I want you to jump the fuck up and down, man. What? Are you kidding me? Jeez,
You didn't see my
dude.
camera shaking from jumping up and down? Good job.
Thank you. God, is it too much to ask to show a little bit of love, dude? God, I feel like Napoleon Dynamite over here, man. Cool.
Jeez, I'm researching to see how much the fractional 85 prospector is. They want $60 for it on eBay.
God damn.
Ooh. So
For the
when you
1/10
call
ounce.
Sahara Coins and ask them, is it you got fractional? Yeah, actually, because eBay is going to kill you. Maybe Pure Metal, somebody might put some on there. Hey, 420, how's it going, Mr. Spurs?
Well, that's why I was going to buy them from Sahara and put them on there, but I'm not spending $40 to list them on Pure Metals for $40. That's crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Interesting. This is getting fun.
We've had some good conversations on here this morning. It's and a good little crowd. 21 people in here, bright and early with us this morning.
Yeah, we were up to 27, I think, at one point.
That's good. That's that helps you. You need some watch hours.
Yeah, man, we're chomping at the bit to break 100. So you guys tell all your friends and family. Well, don't tell your family, and don't tell your friends.
Emerald Coast says try looking at Engelhard quarter ounce. I don't know. Let me see.
What do you say?
Emerald was wondering about the quarter ounce Engelhard.
Oh,
They want 90 for that on eBay. 90 or best offer. 85, $100. So like 80 to $100 just for the quarter ounce. I didn't know they had an 88. I thought I had the whole set. See, you pissed on my Cheerios, Liberty.
sorry about that. Hey, Blue Collar, he's giving us crap about patting ourselves on the back just because he's not up here, because he would be doing the same damn thing if he was. But anyway, I got to shout us out, Blue Collar, because ain't nobody else doing it.
Collar's pissed because
that's
you
not
keep
true.
using this damn restream.
That's not true. We have a lot of supporters that shout us out all the time. I just mean between us.
Stacker Staker Dividend Maker said, "Hey guys, funny, forget the chill part about chill and chat." Yeah, we haven't been too chill this morning. That's okay though.
Yeah, no, I saw that Blue Collar Stacker. He shared that this was coming on this morning, just like 10, 15 minutes right before it started. So, yeah, you guys are starting to pick up the slack a little bit. Now just get that slouch out of your back, and we'll be good.
Hey, listen, if somebody would have had us the link earlier, we were ready to start pushing this out, pal.
You know what? I've got somebody right here who is I wouldn't imagine. Are you non-biased, Monkey King?
Non-biased? Is that like?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Are you non-biased? Like, if I was to ask you, let's say,
Are you non-binary?
Yeah, like what are you asking me here?
Jesus, man, come on. This isn't Monday night, so or fuck it Friday. So no, I'm like, okay. So if I was to ask you, who promotes Saturday Morning Showdown and don't forget Monday Night Metals the most out of the three of us, who would that be?
You, we already know it. What's the problem here? Why is this a debate? Jeez.
Yeah,
Somebody get this guy
It
a
would be,
freaking sticker.
Vegas, be quiet. Let the man speak.
It'd be Liberty Bleeds, and then second would be Blue Collar.
Dude, okay, so it's obvious. Thank you very much, Monkey King. I appreciate you and acknowledging and giving me recognition, man. Thank you, sir. And Blue Collar.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But Vegas, fuck, Vegas sucks.
Listen, Liberty.
Hey, well, he's been out of town. He's also been out of town.
Thank you.
But that shouldn't matter, though. Should it?
Liberty, listen, I got to put up with adults that act like kids that need attention for my job 5 days a week.
Talking about me. I thought, oh, man.
Now I got to put up with you needing attention too? Come on, you're a grown adult. You shouldn't need attention. You're okay.
Dude,
we all love you.
I just need a hug once in a while.
Listen, most of us wouldn't have channels without you, LBS, and that's honest to God's truth. You've pushed a lot of people to do the YouTube stuff, And if it weren't for you, we would have half the competition that we have today.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
keep making everybody else give us competition, LBS. Cut that
Thank
shit out.
Dude, I'm just trying to find more guests.
Listen, you're going to cause me to start cooking.
Please don't. You don't even butter your muffin tin. You don't know how to fucking cook. Come on, man. What are you gonna have your wife do all the cooking and act like you did it?
Listen, somebody asked me how I make pancakes, and I told them how I make pancakes. You guys want to know my recipe for making pancakes?
No. We're good. I promise, we're good. We got Betty Crocker cookbooks. We got the internet. We got easy
No,
pancakes in 10 minutes.
listen.
No. We're good. Monkey King, what do you think about all this cooking that's going on in the community?
Listen, would you shut up and let me tell you how I make pancakes? It's real quick. Okay? I say, babe, some pancakes sound really good right now, don't they? And then pancakes are made. That's all you got to do.
That's the best way to make
See?
pancakes. I wish I could make pancakes like
I
Oh,
tell
that.
you
it's
what,
freaking great.
if you're not dropping chocolate chips or blueberries, you don't even know what you're doing.
Well, you know how to do that? Say, babe, man, I would really love some chocolate chip pancakes. And then chocolate chip pancakes are made. Yeah, so what
Genius.
do you think about the cooking that's all being done in this community lately?
MK,
The cooking.
you haven't seen it?
Oh, you mean like some of the food I've seen? It looks great. And now you got me hungry thinking about food.
Yeah, we got Broke Stacker. He's taking us to like the latest. What was it? Was it a rib joint or pastrami or something? We got a T-Bird making freaking peanut butter grilled jalapeno jelly sandwiches. We've got West Texas. He's making like fucking pork for an army every morning. There's just a lot of cooking happening.
Broke Stacker was
I'm a
making
big
carne
steak.
asada for a freaking
Oh, sounds good.
yeah, I don't know what's happened to this community.
Let's see what the chat thinks. With the chat, give us a thumbs up if you like cooking videos and live streams, or if you would just have us stick to silver and bullshit.
Banter. I prefer banter. Bullshit is for Monday night. Today is banter.
Okay.
I don't know. It sounded good.
Right on. Let's see what the chat's talking about here.
I'm a big steak guy. I cook.
Stacker, Staker, Dividend Maker, Vegas. What are you trying to do to me? My wife happened to walk by right when you said that. I'm trying to get you some pancakes made, brother. Tell your wife you want some freaking pancakes.
Hey, Muscle Shell just rolled in because Silver Staker, Dividend Maker, Candlestick Baker just said hello. Good to see you, Muscle Shell. Right on. I hope you're feeling better, man. Like you getting back to 100%. He was in the hospital for a bit. Yeah.
Muscle was?
Yeah.
Well, Muscle says he's cool with Cartier. I don't know. I guess there was some drama between them. What? Why does our chat gotta have drama? Come on, can't we all just get along, people?
Well, that's not fun. We gotta have a little bit of drama. Dear God.
See? Littlefoot says, what is the best way? That's also how I get my laundry done. See? My wife doesn't do my laundry, though. I got to do that shit myself.
My wife don't.
E. Taylor says he's going to be grilling one day, but not cooking. Okay. Ooh, Silver Sleuth. Pork belly and kimchi pancakes. Man, that sounds good.
Portobello? Ooh.
Pork belly.
Oh, pork. What? Oh, that's. Sorry, Sleuth. That's nasty. What do you? Keep that Hawaiian food away from me, man. Go eat your poi somewhere else.
Pork belly is bacon, just thicker.
But
that's
kimchi?
That's all pork belly is.
Oh, that kimchi is supposed to be really good for you, man. My kids eat
you guys
it.
are killing me.
I smell it. And I'm just like, holy crap, dude! What the fuck is that?
If you get it from the right place, it's good. I like kimchi.
Cartier
Monkey
Silver
King,
says,
do you eat kimchi?
no drama.
I've had, but you guys are killing me with all this food.
I'm a big fan of.
I just got to quit being a puss and try something new. That's what I got to do.
My wife and I, our big thing is Korean barbecue. So Korean barbecue has kimchi, and if you go to the right place, they have good kimchi.
Yep. Yep.
And we have
Used to
some
have a lot of Korean
awesome
barbecue when I
Korean
lived in San
barbecue.
Francisco.
We have some awesome kimchi or Korean barbecue
Well,
places in this
guys,
town.
you're killing. I got to go get breakfast. You guys killing me.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
blame you.
Oh, thank you for coming on in, Matt Monkey King. Awesome to have you, and
Yeah.
we're definitely
Hey,
going to
my
be doing
pleasure.
some. We'll be doing some repeat guests, and I definitely want to have you on again, Matt. It's cool to know that there's another stacker out here in the Vegas Valley, along with Silver State and Mike 40 ounce. Well, he's out in front, but it's good to know that there's that we're abound. You know what I mean? We're all here, we're all close, and we're getting tighter every time. So yeah, I definitely want to have you back on. Thanks so much for coming today, brother.
So are you going to
Very
be at the
welcome.
coin show in July? We didn't even get to that part.
It's a pleasure to talk metal. Hey, I'll be there. And it's good to talk metals. You know, also people at work. You know, their eyes eventually glaze over. It's good to actually, you know, talk people who understand and can actually reciprocate back the feeling and the emotion, and then actually add to the conversation. Where it feels like sometimes when I'm talking metals to people, it's a one-way conversation. So, yeah, this was a lot of fun. Again, I haven't done anything like this ever, so it's pretty cool. You guys popped my cherry.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
thanks, man.
right on.
I
We've done
appreciate
that to
that.
a couple.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much.
We appreciate you popping your cherry, pal.
Congrats.
Thank you for being on. Seriously, man. We appreciate it. And
Oh God,
feel free to reach out to us anytime.
we'll do, guys. We'll do. Thanks again. Catch up with you soon.
All right.
Enjoy your breakfast.
Yeah, go fill that belly up, man. I'm gonna do it soon too.
I'm trying to wait for the wife to get off work to eat, but I think she already has her own plans for food, so I might go get food on my own.
All right. Well, I gotta give a couple of shout outs here, or at least one.
Yes.
Grade reveal contest winner, you guys, right before Monday Night Medals in 2 days coming up here. A blue collar stacker. He's put out a challenge, and somebody won it, and he's gonna show all the grades that he got. He asked people to actually guess the grades to see what they would come back, and he has it all now, and he's gonna announce the winner just minutes before Monday Night Medals, and that should be a great one. So don't miss that, y'all. And of course, yeah, if you're gonna check out Blue Collar, we'll stay for Monday Night Medals, man. We'll be on right after.
So I have a question for Blue Collar if he's in the chat still. Is the winner of your challenge usually in the chat on Monday nights? Is that fair to ask?
What?
That's not asking him to give up too much information, right?
Oh, no, you're not. You're not. You're not.
B Taylor, I put my guesses in. B Taylor says he thinks I won. I put my guesses in, but I don't really know shit about grading coins. I was just throwing numbers at the wall. I hope I didn't win.
I did think it could be you, but I have a much stronger feeling that it is actually B. Taylor himself. Yeah. Thanks, Muscle Shell, for posting the link. Right on, man. Oh, post the link. Shit, Vegas, can you do that? Or,
I don't have. He doesn't have a link to that show yet, but I can do
that's
a
just
link
a
to his
picture he
channel.
sent us. Yeah, that's right. All right, yeah, we'll get it out there, but yeah, check community posts, and I try to promote everything that I see that you guys put out, and because you're my buddies, and I do it for lots of people throughout the community. Whenever there's something that really strikes my fancy, I definitely try to share it on my community posts, and I hope you guys all do that too. It's a great way to build our community and to get more views for other people that deserve more views, man. Because you saw something good, so put it out there, man, and share it all. Thank you, guys.
So I put his link in there. He said later he'll have a link up on his channel for the show.
Cool. Okay.
Stacker Staker Different. My wife said no, it's not Vegas. Okay. So I don't know how she knows that it's not me, but that's cool. That works. I hope it's not. B Taylor says I think the AUBU is right. Blue Collar says later. B Taylor, no, my guesses were worse. Blue had to send me a lesson on grading. I don't know much about grade. I know like the numbers, but I don't know anything more than that.
Yeah, I didn't even attempt. I didn't even attempt, man. Yeah,
Through numbers to
but you know what? I think I'm going to learn as we go here, and I learned a lot from Dub C. That's my second shout out. I got to shout out Dub C, Precious Metals and Coins. Awesome guy, super cool. He actually named us the Vegas Cabal. So big shout out to Dub C, and that's what he was talking about on the last two the live streams he did last night, Friday night, and he was talking about slabbed coins, and is it worth it to buy them already slabbed, or how to find coins that are worth being slabbed. So yeah, guys, check out Dub C. It used to be called White Cross Precious Metals, but now he changed his name to Dub C Precious Metals. But you definitely check him out. Great channel. Love that guy.
so blue collar says probably won't be on the live though. Blue collar stacker, yes. Yes, the winner is often in chat. There you go. Okay. That's good. That's good to hear that somebody that's usually in chat is a winner.
Yeah, that's
I like
awesome.
that.
Right on. So did he actually just say that you did not win, that you need some help?
He did not say that I did not win.
Oh, well,
Blue collar, did I win? I need another half ounce snake.
he can't tell you that, dude.
Huh?
He could tell you that you didn't win, but I don't think he could tell you that you won, because that was, well, I don't know.
Blue collar, was I a winner? Silver Spurs 420, what's up, brother? He says Trump wants to change Veterans Day to Victory Day of World War I. Your thoughts? I don't know. Interesting. Staker Dividend Maker said I didn't know about that, but it's Military Appreciation Month. There you go.
Armistice Day, that's what Sleuth said. Huh.
Grading takes years to learn, don't have that much time. Yeah. I would like to know more about grading, but I don't. That'd be tough.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I think just being in this community is definitely going to rub off on us. That's for sure. But it looks
This
like we're at,
community.
or we're almost at 2 hours, and we're dropping viewers. We're down to 13, but thank you guys for being here. Everyone that's here, that are hardcore spectators, man, you guys are awesome. I really enjoy hanging out with everyone here, and glad there's 13 of you still hanging out. But I think we should probably wrap it up. What do you think, Vegas?
Dropping like flies, man. Okay, that's cool. I could probably use some sleep too.
What did you just say? What was the first thing?
I said they're dropping like flies.
Oh, they're dropping like flies. Yeah. Yeah, well, because we've been saying goodbye for a while, I guess. And we said goodbye to Monkey King. That was awesome to have him. Hell yeah, Monkey King, if you're listening, thanks so much. Littlefoot, give it a thought, man. We're ready for you anytime you want to come on, brother.
Oh, so
Anybody
we
else?
never
Email us, man. Email me at libertybleedsilver@gmail.com, or what's your email, Vegas?
Vegas Stacker at Yahoo. Vegas Stacker at yahoo.com.
And then I think it's blue collar, or you can even put it in the comments. If we put a video out, Vegas probably won't, but yeah, if we put a video out, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some videos from you. You're getting. I think I pushed you hard enough that you want to fight back. So
Talking to me, Richard. I mean, Liberty.
Dick.
Blue collar says I didn't win. Okay,
oh,
cool.
Shit.
Littlefoot says I've actually moved from the house to the truck and driving down the road to the coin shop. There you go. That a boy.
Wait, Sleuth says he emailed and no reply. What? No,
He did?
didn't. I mean, I'm not going to say you didn't, but I didn't see it. When did you, like, in the last 2 hours since I've been online here? Or no?
Who did you email?
If I do that, I'm gone. I'll check it right after the show.
We can't have Liberty check it right now.
Oh,
Silver Sleuth, who did you email?
Can you hear me right now?
No.
Okay, so I went to my text messages, and Zoltan, who was here earlier, I don't see him now, but he says the coins for the eyes of the skull need to be either red or orange colorized dragons, and I don't know about that.
Well, listen, mine are. Anytime I use it, there's gonna be nothing in the eyeballs.
Yeah, I noticed.
Maybe it should be little candles. You want little candles in the eyeballs? Is that
What are
better?
you, 4 9s now?
Oh, that was a good one.
Uh,
Oh, that was a good one.
yeah, seven
Um,
stacks. Seven stacks says more people should have their emails in the description page. And you know what? Not only that, Seven, excellent point, my good lady. But not only should they have it their email on their description page, before they ask you what your email is, they might want to check your description page. I'm just so you don't have to bother people and make three more steps for them. And yeah, just if you want to email somebody, check their description page. If they want to be emailed, it'll be there. And if they don't, they haven't put it yet, we'll put it. Come on, guys.
Silver Sleuth said he emailed months ago.
About
Who did
what?
he email?
About what, dude? Really? I mean, yeah, we've had Silver Sleuth on, and he's going to be a repeat customer for sure. Silver Sleuth,
I was just going to say that. Wasn't he on?
you know what? I did some really cool like shout out, thank you very much, appreciation videos. I call or shorts. Yeah, I call them appreciation shorts. And I have not, and Silver Sleuth is a huge commenter. I think he's number 2 compared to T-Bird on my channel as top commenters go. And a Stack Attacker Wager, I think Stack Attacker Wager second, but I think Silver Sleuth, I think you're third. Thank you very much, man. I love your support, and you are my big brother. But I've got a picture of Uncle Angus. Yeah, and I haven't seen a comment. I thought you would have either been exuberant, or commenting something, like, because you always have kooky comments. So go check out it might have been my third to last short, and I want to know what you think, Silver Sleuth, and email me again if you want to talk about something. Let's go, bro.
Silver Sleuth, what are you doing Monday night? He says he hasn't been on the Cabal. I thought you, man, see, I have a bad memory on who's been on here and who hasn't. I apologize. And I don't know who you emailed, Silver Sleuth. What are you doing Monday night, Silver Sleuth?
Okay,
You
yeah.
want Monday
So
night?
I've had Silver Sleuth on a lot on my channel, so I probably didn't realize that either, and that's my bad, bro. If you want Monday, I know it's very late for you, but if you want Monday, come on down, brother Brown.
Silver Sleuth, you want Monday night? This Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern or Pacific Standard Time.
It's
Do
like
you want
3
it?
in the afternoon in Hawaii, but he goes to bed at like 4.
That is 4 in the afternoon in Hawaii. They're 3 hours.
2 sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
I think it might. I don't know.
Silver Sleuth, you still awake, bro? Brada. Hey, brah.
Brah. All right. Well, we're actually 1 minute or 1 hour and 57 minutes, so we'll try to get Silver Sleuth on. BCS has just joined the stream. Oh wait, here he is. Hold on. Are you checking in, bro? Are you actually here? Let's slide it over. Nope, it won't. Why? Oh my gosh. So I'm hitting the button.
Does not like blue
I'm hitting the
collar.
button and it's not going over. Wait, there. Now it's over. Let's see. Is he there?
Blue, are you
Yeah,
there?
I'm here.
Fucking finally. Finally.
Hey!
Finally, I can get in. Jesus.
We are not ending the stream, guys. We're gonna go another
Yep,
2
let's go.
hours. Who's
3,
ready?
2,
Yeah.
1.
No, definitely end it.
This fucking getting old.
What? You've had enough of
Not
us?
at all, dude. It's just I know I'll be crashed out in about a minute or two.
All right. Well, you've had a busy week, and thanks for being here at the beginning and finishing up with this at the end, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps crashing on me. I don't know what the deal is, but no, I just wanted to let Vegas know you definitely didn't win, bro.
Definitely
You didn't
what?
win the grading contest.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry to break
That's
it
good
to
to
you,
hear.
but you did not win.
No, I was hoping I didn't win. I didn't think I would have
No,
won.
but you actually weren't that bad. I mean, I didn't include you in my top 5, but you were, I think, number 6.
I
Well,
threw
you know
numbers at
what?
the wall.
Yeah, no.
If Vegas would have won, we do have exclusion rules here.
Oh
Friends,
yeah,
family,
no, he wouldn't have been
affiliates of the show,
allowed to win.
affiliates of the show. He's not really allowed to win, but I'm sure he would have gave it to the next person.
You know, the
Well, of
thing
course.
about it is, I think you actually would have been in the top 5 if in fact I would have sent my shit to like PCGS or NGC. You probably were a little bit enthusiastic on some of my stuff.
I like enthusiasm. You gotta be enthusiasm. What the
Now you're
Yeah,
hell?
talking.
no, I think what fooled a lot of people was sending it into CAC or CAC, if you will. I think a lot of people didn't allow for that because they are a tough grading service, and some of the things came back a little bit lower than even OJ thought. You know, OJ, truth be told, I'm going to say it right here. OJ came in second, but I'm not giving OJ second place because he held a lot of those coins. He saw a lot of those coins through a loop before I sent him in. So I cannot, give him any kind of cred on that because he actually saw them.
I can't let him win anyway.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have won. And we talked about that, me and him, in person, obviously. And, he did come in second, but I didn't even mention him, honestly.
Sorry, I'm emailing Silver Sleuth
Good,
right now.
good.
Yeah, I think I'm
So,
about to get kicked off the streaming service again.
I hope not. So if
Yeah, I hope not too, but
if you,
my track record is not good with Restream.
well, if you do stay, could you answer this question for me? Did you
Sure.
listen to the live stream Vegas did last night?
Yeah, I listened to it this morning.
And what did you think of our idea for a show?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I don't know how well it's going to work or how long it's going to last, but I think it'd be fun for at least a few minutes.
It'll work as long as we're paying attention to it and reading it, but ignoring it.
But ignoring it.
You follow what I'm saying?
So
We
that's what we have
we
to
gotta
do.
be
That's the
we gotta be
challenge.
on top of it. We gotta be focused on it. We gotta be reading it, and then saying, "Yeah, no, we're not paying attention to that bullshit." Yeah,
You have to. We have to agree that everybody has to. We all three of us have to read the chat.
yes,
We have to do it when we don't have a
yep.
guest. All three of us have to read the chat as we do the live stream, and whoever cracks first, and they just have to roast us. That's it. They can just talk as much shit about us as they want, and we
Oh,
have
it
if
has to be a
whoever
roast
cracks.
fest.
Yeah, I say we all bring a small prize, and then we show that at the beginning, and then whoever that has to can't stand it anymore, and they've got to react to the chat. Someone in the chat, whoever gets them triggered enough to speak directly to that person in the chat, that person wins whatever we brought to the show. I think it's going to be fun.
Right. And I think that person has to win all 3 prizes.
Well, no,
Take
come
all
on.
proposition.
Ooh,
No,
Like, in
because
other
it's got to
words,
be on each one of us if we
you
crack or
piss
not.
off LBS so bad that he
Yeah,
reacts.
I'm already feeling triggered, and the show hasn't even been developed yet.
wait! I would
Yeah.
just
All
like
right.
to
Whatever.
tell you that my recipe is already working. Staker Dividend
It's an
Maker said
open.
he asked.
It's an open.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Stacker
gotta be
Staker
honest,
Dividend
dude.
Maker is using my recipe for pancakes right now, just so you guys know.
Is he videotaping it?
That's funny.
He says his wife's cooking pancakes and bacon right
on.
now.
There you go.
Yeah, you should be live streaming that, bro. That's fucking grade A material
Dude.
nowadays.
Yep.
So if we do the roast the host, and winner takes all. That's interesting. I like it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but it
No,
could be like,
no,
you know,
no. That kind of destroys the whole thing, man. Because they're trying to get one of us trigger. I mean, okay, like so after okay, let's say I get triggered and I give mine away to that person wins it because I couldn't take it. I had to say something. Okay, well now you guys are still alive. You're still open. You still got giveaway items. So now they got to try to trigger you, and I get to maybe help them fuck with you guys. Now
oh
that's
yeah,
a
that's a
show.
good point. That's a good point. You get to encourage the triggering.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to encourage the trigger.
You know what would? Yeah, because you know you're gonna crack first. Look at you. You're already chomping at the bit
I'm
to
just gonna
rip on
walk
us.
in and fucking freak out and then give it away and then beat you guys up the rest of the show.
Right. That's too easy. Every time.
So it'll also be cool too because whatever prize they want the most, that's who they're gonna go after.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Dude.
maybe we should
Exactly.
just show the prizes.
That,
No,
no,
we
we're
should
telling
just
them
show
right
the
up front.
prizes and
Right when
not
we
say
start the
who
show,
put
we're
them
going to
up.
explain it all. We're going to show our prizes, and then we're just going to go on our merry little way, shooting the shit like we always do. But we're going to keep our eye on the comments, and anybody that we just can't take it anymore. We got to say something back to it, and yeah, it'll give the audience. They'll have a ball, giving us crap, trying to get us to crack.
Yeah. But I still say maybe don't mention who brought what prize, so they don't know who they're going after.
Yeah, what's
I sort of like having to show the prize because then it shows what they want and they go roasting
Yeah,
whatever prize they
if you
want.
bring a bigger prize, then you're a bigger target. That's fun. Yeah, no, we're doing that. Sorry, guys, I'm overruling. I have 51% stake in this company, so we're going my way.
Well, you also
You offer 1 gram of silver, they're not going to roast you. You offer a 1 ounce copper round, they might
Wait a minute,
roast
no, I
you.
would go for the silver.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out,
It's
but
gonna be fun.
maybe we'll figure it out in the text thread over the next couple days.
Yeah, give us a
I'm
thumbs
sure we
up
will.
if the people that are still left here. Looks like how many people are here? 11. Right on. Thanks, guys. Maybe we can see 11 thumbs up if you guys think it's a good idea to trigger the host or roast the host with the most. Roast the host
Yeah,
with the most.
I like that title, by the way. Roast the host.
With the
I
most.
love it.
Roast the host with the most because the biggest prize, right?
Or roast the host. Whoever roasts the host the most gets the prize.
Okay, roast the host the most. I like it.
Yeah.
I was thinking trigger and win. That's another good title.
What is it?
Trigger and win.
Trigger and win.
Simple.
Yeah,
to the point.
That's
sweet.
not bad.
Short. Sharp.
Why is everything always short, man?
Because
I can't
people
help I'm
don't read more
short.
than 3
Damn.
words. Come on, man. You know this. From personal experience,
Roast the host.
I can
That's only
only
3
see-
words.
No, I like roast the host the most because whoever roasts the host the most gets the prize.
There you go. I can only
It's
see
true.
3. No matter how many arrows are on a thumbnail, my brain only allows me to see 3 of them. So that's why, Nick, it's got to be short.
Yeah.
See, you can't even read the chat half the time though, so this isn't fair.
No, that's the thing.
No,
It has
no.
to be. You got to follow along on like another device so that or somebody has to be in charge of reading the chat. Maybe
Ooh,
a
that would
third
be
party,
interesting.
like a third party, disinterested, uninvolved person has to be on board to read the chat.
Well, they would have to be a guest on the show then. And Monkey King is unbiased, and he proved that about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We might have to have
No,
B.
I think
Taylor read it
maybe,
out, or
maybe Silver
Stacker.
Maybe Silver Sleuth could read the chat because
I'll tell you, all those guys have great voices and faces for radio, so that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Stacker says, "I think someone's gonna get butt hurt." That's what I think.
No way, dude. Not
if you read our chat that we do, like our text message thread we have,
I mean,
no,
I'm never going to say that
we're not gonna get butt hurt. We're
I
not.
want to get butt hurt because that'd be gay. But I will say that I don't mind having someone rib the crap out of me because I enjoy it. I'm a little into that S&M. Beat me up, man. Give me some shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that makes my motor run.
I like it because I mean What other stream can you go to and just rip on the host and talk shit to them? You
Yeah,
can't.
exactly.
Yeah,
Other
We're gonna
channel
be the
that's gonna
first.
put up with
yeah.
it.
I think we got to get a promo out like right away, and everybody share the shit out of it so that we have 100 people like just butt reaming us on Monday.
Wait, hold on. Watch your verbiage here, man. Come on. We won't.
Hey, listen.
Okay,
You
so
said gay. I said butt ream. We're on the same page.
so so should we do a requirement for the prize? Should it be like a certain amount of product, or is that up
Not
to?
even. It's got to be up to you. And I don't know what you're giving. You don't know what I'm giving. So we just come to the show that way.
Mm. Yeah, but we
Okay.
want to have equal amount of butt reaming going on.
But see, if we go one by one, you know, like the whoever has the best prize will probably get reamed first, you know, and then the next guy, then the next guy. So we'll go through all three of us.
I don't
like
I don't think it's going to be as much about the prize as
the
about
reaming.
like whose gears can we grind the most.
Oh shit!
Oh, it sounds like fun. I like it.
Yeah, I love
I just
it.
hope the chat
We'll
gets into it.
When I heard it, when I actually watched that at 2:30 a.m. because like remember what Dennis you said, oh Jim's gonna wake up and see like 200 fucking chat texts and be like, what the hell? And it's exactly what happened. It took me like 15 minutes to read the text thread.
Like what
And
did
then
I say?
I
Like
hit
to future Jim. What was it? Happy.
yeah,
Good happy.
Good morning.
and I hit the stream at like 2:40 in the morning, and I got done around 3:20, and I was like, "That's freaking brilliant."
Oh, thanks.
It's funny because we actually changed to just our own chat to leave you sleep, and we kept chatting.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I got to be able to keep up when I wake up.
Jeff Rubin says he just got into the conversation. What is all the butt talk about?
Tune in Monday night and find out. Be ready to win a prize.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Have your A game with you.
we're not gonna tell you, man. If you want to know, you got to go.
Yeah, man. Tune in
There you
Monday
go.
night, 9 p.m. Oh no, 10 p.m. I'm sorry. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and you'll be a winner.
Absolutely.
Possible.
I like the idea that we get somebody to read out that we find somebody that wants to, but then they can't win.
No, they can't win, and they can't be biased in any way. Wait,
We can't get somebody from chat though, because then they want to be able to win too.
yeah, no doubt.
We got to work out the details a little
Actually,
bit.
Average Jane volunteered, but and believe me, she's not going to be biased with me. She's going to be against me. She will be grinding my gears even worse. If you want, we can consider that.
I was thinking about that, but then she's going to be ripping on you harder than she's going to be ripping. Oh, I don't know. She always calls me Vegas slacker, so I don't know.
No, believe me, she will definitely be an equal opportunity offender. She will.
Jeff Rubin says he'll be there Monday night, but he's bringing his B game. No, bring your A game, bro. We no holds barred, man.
Jeff Rubin, bring your A game.
Let him rip,
please.
Skip.
We want to hear your A game.
I think what he's saying is that we're like light work, and all he needs is this B game.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Good luck.
No, it sounds like I think it's going to be fun. So let's look forward to that. I think it's going to be a blast.
I like it.
And you know what really pisses me off?
We could have
You know
Dub
what really
C.
grinds my fucking gears right now?
Oh God.
I'm going to tell you right now. No, that I'm not getting kicked off Restream right now. I could have met Monkey King. I didn't get to meet the fucker. I am pissed right now.
Maybe it was Monkey King that wouldn't let you on the stream.
Nah, it's not that. It was just we were going through like the middle of the state, and I think it was just a matter of the connection was bad.
Yeah.
And now we're on the East Coast. We're in St. Augustine. We're going to be going to some coin shops right now.
We'll get some footage.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see.
All right.
But
All right. Well, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get some sleep. We'll figure this out. Are we doing it this Monday, or should we wait and figure out all the details first?
So we got.
yeah, well, I guess
I think we have Silver Sleuth on Monday, and maybe we could work it into that. I don't know, but yeah, we had time to think about it and mull it over. Did you guys see the comments? Did people thumbs it up? Did they think it's a good idea?
I can't read the comments.
It seems like everybody's
Oh, good.
hyped. They're ready for it. B. Taylor says he's bringing a billy club.
Dude,
And this wrench.
B. Taylor always has a billy club on him.
Maybe we need to
speaking
do
of-
another. Maybe we need to do another pop-up live just to discuss it for Monday night.
I'm not sure I want to get rammed by B. Taylor, bro.
Oh, B. Taylor, I can't wait to see his A game, dude. He's like his insults are subtle yet direct.
Space Miner says he finally caught it live. Yeah, Space Miner, we're about ready to wrap this up, but we appreciate you being here. My dog is whining at me to go take a piss, I'm guessing, or get his son. He goes and lays out in the sunshine. Well, maybe we'll talk about it this Monday night and do it the following Monday.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Good.
We'll let the chat discuss it this
For
Monday
sure.
and
Good to
figure
see
it out.
you.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Good to see you, Space Miner. So glad you made it in the last couple minutes, man. Right on, brother. Go dig some more gold out of the
anybody
ground.
that's
Appreciate
still
everybody
in here,
being
I
here.
appreciate it. I got to bail though because we're going to a coin shop right now.
Yep.
And
Lucky bastard.
yeah, man. I have a feeling there's going to be some shipwreck shit here because it's St. Augustine, you know.
Oh,
But we'll see.
exciting.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
Yeah, there is 4 coin shops within like a mile and a half of where we're at right now. We're gonna try and hit all 4.
Real quick before we go, Chef Ruben, he's a spunky little commenter or chat feeder there. Is he the one that told us we suck, or who was that? Who told us we suck? I can't remember.
Oh no, that was
Wait, somebody told us we suck?
Oh, Jack Me Off. He's one. Okay.
Nice.
Right. Well, maybe
Jack Me Off. He never shows up in the streams though.
Maybe Jeff Rubin is his cousin.
Maybe it's an alter ego.
Could be.
Okay, I gotta roll. My dog's about to piss on my carpet, I think. He's giving me the stink eye over here. Thanks everybody for being in the chat. Greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip side.
Have a great weekend. Blue Collar, you have a great weekend too. Thank you all for coming to the show. I had a great time as usual, and we'll see you Monday before Monday Night Metals with Blue Collar Stacker doing the grade reveal, and then we'll be hanging out on Monday Night Metals. Hope you can all make it. I think Silver Sleuth is going to be our guest. Should be a blast. You guys have an excellent rest of your day and an awesome next week, man. Take care, y'all. Peace out. Stay shiny. Blue Collar, wrap it up.
All right, take care, everybody. I can't see who's in here because I'm driving along on the highway, but appreciate everybody. Sorry I couldn't be in the whole stream tonight, or today, I should say. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys Monday night.
Ciao, y'all.
Be good.
Later.
Average Joe out. Take care, Nick.